So in today's video I'll be using this, it's called a M.2 SATA-3 SSD enclosure, which you see right here. And I'll be hooking this up to my computer, and I have a bunch of ROMs in here, a bunch of big files basically, and I'll be running Batocera with this basically. So that's what I'll be doing today. So I'm gonna hook it up to my computer into a USB 3 port. So I'm going to press start, go to systems, go to storage device, and select my M.2 SSD, and I'm going to boot from that. So if there isn't anything inside of that drive, then when you select that, it's gonna populate everything, like make all the directories and put all the files that need to be put in for Batocera. And what you could do is you can go to your computer and you could put in all the ROM files into appropriate directories. For me, I put it into PlayStation Portable directory, the PlayStation 2 directory, PlayStation 1 directory, Neo Geo CD, PSP. Those are just games that came with Batocera basically. Nintendo GameCube and Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS. What I want to do is I want to run some PlayStation 2 games. The files in this game are pretty large. I think it's almost like anywhere from 1 gigabyte to 4 gigabytes. I just want to see how fast these games load up using a SSD versus using a USB drive, because USB flash drives are pretty darn slow. The read speed is about 420 megabytes per second for this M.2 SATA-3 SSD, which is pretty fast. So games should load within seconds, just like this game did. So I recommend this type of setup if you want to play like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, or any emulator that uses large files basically. As you saw, that it loaded very, very quickly.
Listen up. We have a situation on our hands.
So that you saw that the game loaded very quickly. There was really no delay in loading or anything like that. I'm gonna load another game and try that. The computer that I'm using is a Hewlett-Packard. It's a ProDesk 600G1 with a 160 gigabyte hard drive. Just so fast with the SSD, which is ideal for running large games like this.
Sega AM2.
One. Ready? Go!
Okay, that game loaded pretty quickly. Really no problem there. Let's load up this game. It loads faster than a real PlayStation 2 because the real PlayStation 2 has to read the DVD-ROM drive, and DVD-ROM drives are definitely slower than modern M.2 SATA-3 SSDs. Look at how quick that was. It just created it just like that.
Garland Square recently opened on the outskirts of
Time crisis. Crisis zone. Zone select. Dry Creek Plaza.
Okay, that loaded pretty quickly. That was almost instant. Let's try. Try that. Sony PlayStation 2 is probably the most advanced emulator for Batocera. You also have the PlayStation 3, but I don't think most modern computers can run that. But I would say this is probably one of the more advanced emulators. Using DVD-ROMs. DVD-ROMs contain pretty large files. If you're just running 8-bit emulators like Nintendo Entertainment System, Atari, or something like that, I think a micro SD card should be good enough for it. But for more advanced stuff like this, you're going to need a pretty good storage device which can handle the read speed, you know, so you could load it very, very quickly. Okay, that's good. Loaded pretty good. So let's try loading some other stuff. Nintendo GameCube.
My name is Jack.
Okay, that loaded pretty quickly. No problems there. Let's see how fast PlayStation 1 games load up. It should literally take seconds to load it up. The actual PlayStation 1 takes longer than that to load.
There's been a kidnap.
Because it's using a CD-ROM drive. CD-ROM drives are slow.
There! Shoot him! Action! Halt! Action! Get him! Clear! Fire! Action! Get him!
Okay, right, that loaded pretty quickly. Let's try Neo Geo CD. Files for these games anywhere from 500 to 640 megabytes. The M.2 SSD drive that I'm using is a, I think it's a silicon power, some cheap M.2 NVMe. I didn't really pay a lot of money for it. It's fairly cheap. Let's say it's under 25 bucks. Prices always fluctuate, so it could be less than that or a little more, who knows. You can check on Google. Okay, that ran pretty fast. Let's try Samurai Showdown. One of my favorite games for the Neo Geo. See how fast that loaded? Took less than a few seconds. Hanzo lost his sword. Now he's a dead man. Alright, that's it. That loaded pretty quickly. Let me connect the mouse to this. I think you need a mouse or a keyboard to use this. You definitely need a keyboard to use the PSP emulator. Whoops. Alright, let's try one. See how fast this loads up.
Okay, we've got news that an invading...
Back in the old, back in the 1980s, one reason why people liked video game consoles using cartridges was that it was fast. That's why people liked it.
We'll show them what we got. After all, we're really pilots. Isn't that right, Captain?
That loaded pretty quickly. Try another. Okay. I'll load it pretty quickly. Let's try.
The strongest will be chosen.
Can you see the darkness of the abyss?
I'm not afraid anymore.
Battle 1. Fight!
Okay, that loaded pretty quickly. That was like rapid. I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or thoughts, you could leave it in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.